Hello and welcome to another episode of the xploreUXCast, where we help you make sense of your users or your customers. Today we're going to explore a fundamental aspect of creating user-friendly products: usability prototyping and iterative design based on user feedback. Whether you're a seasoned product owner or new to the field, this episode will provide valuable insights into why and how you should prioritize usability prototyping in your design process. Let's dive in. Imagine this scenario. You've spent countless hours with your team developing what you believe is the perfect product. The interface is sleek, the features are robust, and everything seems just right. However, upon launching, users find it confusing and difficult to navigate. The adoption rates plummet, and your product fails to meet its potential. This is a common pitfall in product development, and it often stems from a lack of usability testing and iterative design. But don't worry, there's a solution: usability prototyping. Usability prototyping is the practice of creating early simplified versions of your product to test with real users. These prototypes are not final products, but rather tools to gather valuable feedback and identify usability issues before they become costly mistakes. Let's break down why this approach is so effective and how you can implement it in your design process. First, let's talk about the importance of early feedback. When you involve users from the outset, you gain insights into their needs, preferences, and pain points. This user-centric approach ensures that your product is built for the people who will actually use it, not just based on assumptions or internal opinions. Consider a real-world example: Dropbox. In its early days, Dropbox used a simple video prototype to explain their product concept. This video attracted significant interest and feedback from potential users, helping the team understand what features were most desired and how to improve their product before developing a fully functional version. Love xploreUXCast. Here's how you can make a difference. Be a UX champion. Chat with friends, family, and anyone who wants to learn about UX and usability testing. You can supercharge the show. Subscribe, rate, and review xploreUXCast on wherever you listen to podcasts. This helps others discover the good stuff and lets the platform know we're winning. Let's talk UX. Leave comments on the podcast or social media. Got a burning testing question or a topic you'd love to hear explored? Hit me up. And join the UX crew by signing up for our newsletter on LinkedIn and connect with fellow UX enthusiasts. See links in the description. This brings us to the concept of iterative design. Iterative design is a cyclical process of prototyping, testing, analyzing, and refining a product. It's a method that embraces change and continuous improvement. By regularly testing prototypes with users, you can identify issues early and make incremental improvements, ensuring that the final product is both effective and user-friendly. So, how can you get started with usability prototyping and iterative design? Here are some practical steps. 1. Define clear objectives. Before you start prototyping, determine what you want to achieve. Are you testing a specific feature, the overall user flow, or the visual design? Clear objectives will guide your prototyping and testing efforts. 2. Choose the right fidelity. Prototypes can range from low fidelity sketches to high fidelity interactive models. Low fidelity prototypes like paper sketches or wireframes are quick and easy to create, making them ideal for early stage testing. High fidelity prototypes, which closely resemble the final product, are useful for testing specific interactions and visual elements. 3. Recruit real users. It's crucial to test your prototypes with actual users who represent your target audience. This can be done through user interviews, remote testing, or usability labs. The goal is to observe how users interact with your prototype and gather qualitative and quantitative feedback. 4. Conduct usability tests. During usability tests, ask users to complete specific tasks while interacting with your prototype. Pay close attention to where they struggle, what confuses them, and what they find intuitive. Encourage them to think aloud and express their thoughts as they navigate through the prototype. 5. Analyze feedback. After each testing session, analyze the feedback and identify common themes and issues. Look for patterns in user behavior and pain points. This analysis will inform your next iteration and guide your design improvements. 6. Iterate and refine. Based on the feedback, make necessary changes to your prototype. This could involve tweaking the interface, simplifying navigation, or adding new features. Remember, the goal is to create a product that meets user needs and expectations. 7. Repeat the process. Usability prototyping is not a one-time activity. It's an ongoing process of testing, learning, and improving. By continuously iterating, you ensure that your product evolves with user needs and remains relevant in a constantly changing market. One key aspect of usability prototyping is collaboration. Encourage your team to be involved in the testing process. Developers, designers, and product managers can all gain valuable insights by observing real users interact with the prototype. This collaborative approach fosters a shared understanding of user needs and promotes a user-centric culture within your organization. Curious about the latest UX trends? Sign up for our UX newsletter on LinkedIn. See the link in the description section of this episode. Let's take a look at another example, Airbnb. When they first started, the founders created a simple website prototype and personally visited potential users to gather feedback. This hands-on approach helped them understand user preferences and iterate quickly. Today, Airbnb continues to prioritize usability testing and iterative design, constantly refining their platform based on user feedback. Incorporating usability prototyping and iterative design into your workflow does require time and resources. However, the benefits far outweigh the costs. By identifying and addressing usability issues early, you can avoid expensive redesigns, reduce development time, and ultimately create a product that delights users. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this episode, let's recap the key points. Usability prototyping involves creating early versions of your product to test with real users. Early feedback is crucial for understanding user needs and avoiding costly mistakes. Iterative design is a cyclical process of prototyping, testing, analyzing, and refining your product. Define clear objectives, choose the right fidelity, recruit real users, conduct usability tests, analyze feedback, iterate, and repeat. Collaboration and a user-centric culture are essential for successful usability prototyping. Thank you for joining me today on xploreUXCast. I hope this episode has provided you with valuable insights into the importance of usability prototyping and iterative design based on user feedback. Remember, the key to creating successful products is putting your users at the center of the design process. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your colleagues. Until next time, keep designing with your users in mind. Thanks for tuning in to xploreUXCast. Feel free to connect with us on X at xploreUXCast and check the episode description for extra resources. Until next time, stay curious, keep refining, and continue making design better for everyone. Take care and see you soon. You've been listening to Obuke on xploreUXCast. Keep exploring the UX world. See you next time. Cheers and have a good one.
Me wind and rain, you're some kind of